Hello everyone and welcome to today's session on what is Windows PowerShell by Intellipaat. Windows PowerShell is a shell initially developed by Microsoft for the purposes of task automation and configure management. PowerShell is now an open source project and it can be installed on Windows, macOS and Linux platforms. This shell is based on the .NET framework and it includes a command line shell and a scripting language. In this session, you will understand all about Windows PowerShell. So without further wait, let's start the session. But before we begin the session, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you'll never miss any update from us.
Hello and welcome to this video by Intellipaat. In this video, I will be talking about Windows PowerShell. Now let's take a look at the agenda. First of all, I will talk about what is PowerShell. Then we are going to move on to command line shell, after which we will see scripting language. Then we will see PowerShell CMDlet or read as commandlet. Then we will see the evolution of PowerShell, after which we will have a short hands-on. With that, let's move on to our first agenda. That is, what is PowerShell? So PowerShell is a task automation system that consists of a command line shell, a scripting language, and a configuration management framework that works across platforms. PowerShell is compatible with all Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Now, one by one, we will take a look at all the components of PowerShell. Now, first comes command line shell. PowerShell is a modern command shell that combines the best aspects of existing popular command shells. PowerShell takes and returns .NET objects unlike other shells that just accept and return the text. The following features are included in the shell: robust command line history, tab completion and command prediction, command and parameter aliases are supported, pipeline for chaining instructions, the in-console help system, comparable to Unix. Next, we will see scripting language. PowerShell as a scripting language is often used to automate system management. It is also utilized in CI/CD systems to develop, test, and deploy solutions. The .NET Common Language Runtime underpins PowerShell. .NET objects are used for all inputs and outputs. There is no need to parse text output to get information out of it. The following are some of the characteristics of the PowerShell scripting language. It is highly extensible. Formatting mechanism with a lot of flexibility for easy output. Dynamic type system with an extensible type system. Support for standard data formats such as CSV, JSON, etc. Now we'll see what does it mean by PowerShell CMDlet. It is one of the most significant features of PowerShell, the commandlet. It is a lightweight Windows PowerShell command. They can be used as building blocks to perform specific tasks like copying and moving files, or as part of a larger, more complex PowerShell script. Now let's take a look at the evolution of PowerShell. So PowerShell was known as Monad from 2002 to 2005 when it was still in its early stages of development. With the introduction of PowerShell 1.0 in 2006, the term PowerShell became a household name. Since then, the Microsoft PowerShell team has used the manifesto as a guide to add new functionality to PowerShell on a regular basis. PowerShell was exclusively available on Windows from 2006 to 2016 and was known as Windows PowerShell until version 5.1. PowerShell has already had its most significant development initiatives as of 2021. The PowerShell team at Microsoft administers the software, ensuring that the Monad Manifesto's goals are met, despite the fact that most, if not all, of the game-changing features have already been released. Microsoft and the open source community are still actively supporting it. Now we'll take a quick look at a few commands that we can use in PowerShell. So let's have a quick hands-on. To open PowerShell, all you need to do is just go to your search bar right here and type in PowerShell. The first option you get here and that says app is the one that you need. Just click on it and you have it here. This is how the PowerShell console looks like. Now let's take a look at some of the commands. Basically, 3 commands that you need to start working with PowerShell. So the first command that we are going to use here is called get time zone. So if we just type in get time zone and press enter, we have a time zone here. And after we type this command and press enter, this returns an object. This particular object consists of data about the time zone configuration. So let's go ahead and try the rest of the commands. The first command here we have here is get command and asterisk. This particular command, as you can see, has a verb noun structure, and this asterisk sign right here, it plays as a wildcard. So if I go ahead and just press on enter, what PowerShell is going to do is it is going to list all of the commands that are present. This can help in guiding anybody who is a beginner and new to PowerShell to go ahead and look for the command they need. As you can see, it's going on listing. So these are all the commands that we have, and that is a huge list, as you can see. Yeah. So as the list is this long, anybody who is new, when they want anything particular, let's say we want a command related to a process. So how is the person going to look for the particular command they need? Okay, so what I'm going to do right here is type in get command, and inside the asterisk I will write process, and again another asterisk, and if I press on enter, it will show all the commands that are related to a process. There you have it. These are all the commands that we have here. See, we have get process, mitigation, all those commands, start process, stop process, wait process. So that way I can get a command that I need just by doing this. Get command, and inside these asterisk marks, these are wildcards. We can put whatever we need. So I've put process here, and I have a list of all the commands that are related to process. So anybody who is a beginner, is new to all this, might not know what all these functions do. Even though we have a very simple verb and noun structure, as you can see, start process, stop process, it's very visible. What does it mean? This function, this command starts a process, this function stops a process. But still, it might be very overwhelming for anybody who has just started PowerShell. So this brings us to our next command. Let's see what it is. Our next command is called get help. But before running get help, one should always update this option by using update help. But this can be only done if PowerShell has been launched as an administrator. And as if in our case right now, and in most cases, it has not been launched as an administrator. So let us go ahead and do that. So we'll go to our search bar and type in PowerShell again. And right here you can see it is written, there's an option called Run as Administrator. We'll click straight on it, and we have a pop-up here that will ask our permission, and we'll go ahead and click on yes, and there we have it. PowerShell is now running as an administrator, and we are here. We are running PowerShell as an administrator because we want to update the help option. So again, a very simple structure, verb noun. So update help, click on enter. This is going to take some time, and it will update the help option. As you can see, that has started. We'll wait for it to finish. As you can see, it's done, and we have a few errors. Fail to update help for modules. Okay, we can leave those behind, and we can go back to our first PowerShell window right here, and let's see if I want to know what does stop process do. For example, I will just type in get help, then I'll top it with the name of the command. I'll just put stop process and press enter. There you have it. We have a synopsis. It says stops one or more running processes. We have the syntax as well. We have a detailed description, related links. You can go to the online version and read if you need more help. Then we have remarks. Let's see here. It says to see the examples, type get help stop process -examples. Let's try doing exactly that. We'll type in get help stop process and -examples. Press enter, and there we have it. We have about 3 or 4 examples. First example is right here, stop process name notepad. Then second example we have right here, stop a specific instance of a process. Then we have example 3 and example 4, so on and so forth. So that is how helpful PowerShell is. You can get all the help you need. Now let's get to our third command. Our third command is get member. Let's say, for example, when we typed in the command get time zone, as you can see, let me go to the very top. get time zone, right here you can see, we received back an object. But what kind of object is this? So get member will help us in evaluating exactly that. So let's type in another command. Our next command, we'll just type in here get date. Again, a very simple structure. Verb down. As you can see, it says 6 May 2022. It's 5:20 and 35 seconds. So it returns what we can see right here. Looks like a string, but is it actually a string? So let us see that. Now we will type get date. We'll put this and then we'll put get member. Press enter. Now once we press enter, we receive a lot of information regarding get date, as you can see. For now, let us go to property under member type. So these are all the member types. We can see method and node property, then property. We have it right here. Now if you take a very close look at all the properties, it says date, day of the week, day of the year, hour, kind, millisecond, minute, month, all that. Now if we try to compare these properties, and when we typed in just get date, we have the exact same information. We have the date, the month, the year right here, then we have hour, minute, second. We have the exact same information. But what get member does is that it will show you everything. And typing in just get date, PowerShell returns the information it thinks you need in a very neat format, and get member gives out everything. So let us try another command that says get date. We will put this and then we'll say format list. Let's see what this does. As you can see, we have everything that we had in the two commands earlier as well. But again, this is a very neat list and we can find out anything we want. The hour is 17, minute, month, everything we can find out from this list. So this is a very, let's say, a far better option if you want to know the details of the command you just typed in instead of typing get member. With that, let's get to our next command. That is a very interesting one. We will type get random and it just generates a random number. If you don't understand this, let's try to get some help. We'll try getting help for get random. So we'll type in get help, then get random and press enter. There you have it. The name, synopsis, syntax, description, everything you have it right here. So what does get random do? It gets a random number or selects objects randomly from a collection. Looking at all this, one might think that yes, PowerShell can do everything, but can it? Apparently, it cannot send out messages or use Telegram. It cannot. But still, there are modules that you can install and use them to support the functions that PowerShell normally would not. So our next command and the last one here is find module. Let's see how do we do that. We will find the tag Telegram. So we will type in find module and we'll give out this option that says tag and we'll type in Telegram. We'll press on enter. As you can see, it has found out a module that can support Telegram messages. So if you want to install it, just press on Y and it will be installed. If not, then just press N. And that is it for this video. Thank you so much.
Just a quick info, guys. Intellipaat provides Linux administration online training mentored by industry experts, the course link of which is given in the description below.